lot of football in his past, and now all of a sudden he is the starter, and you've made a few mistakes. It's easy to play the position when you're throwing 11 touchdowns and you haven't had a blemish in the other category. How do you react when you've thrown the third one and you come back from it? Because he's never really had to.
The crowd continues to ooh and ah as they show it on the big screen.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. First down, South Florida.
All right, they're going to have excellent field position again in which to start this drive, Anish. South Florida already inside the red zone of North Texas.
Still no Nimrod out there for South Florida. Got a lot of Byron Brown tonight, 73 rushing yards.
I would expect even more of Byron Brown when you get down inside the red zone here. Spread them out and run the big fella.
Sullivan, the tight end in motion. Long throw to the sideline. Jaquan Smith, the speedster. North Texas trying to rip it out. Play whistle dead, a gain of 5.
USF now down 2 of their best receivers. Chaz Nimrod went to the locker room moments ago. Get back to you in a second, Ish.
Franklin, touchdown!
Just a poor job of tackling there. And it allowed Franklin to kind of just bounce off a defender into the end zone. Just not wrapping up at the point of attack. You're there. You're on the field to tackle, not spectate.
Meanwhile, Nimrod walking to the locker room. That's South Florida's top receiver. PAT, good by Gramatica. South Florida has now scored 9 touchdowns in its last 9 red zone opportunities. They lead by 2 scores, largest lead of the night for the Bulls.
Where's the beer guy?
Bud Light here.
Bud Light here. Bud Light here. Bud Light where? Bud Light here. I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
No, I don't want to look.
Erica, used car shopping doesn't have to be scary.
Show me, Carfox.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just Fox. Say, show me at Carfax.com.
I'm stumped. Friendly insurance lizard, first letter G. Geppetto?
Come on, you just switched to Geico for car insurance? They knew exactly what you needed?
The friendly people at Geico weren't lizards.
Think European accent, yay big.
Napoleon?
No.
Not even a lizard.
Maybe I can help.
No way, it's the Geico Gecko. This guy knows crosswords.
64 across is quibble.
Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell fracascia?
Get more with Geico.
I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted in 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
You're stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
Well, fashion is cyclical. They'll be back. Right? Hopefully.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Any hand-tossed, pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Last time you got
sausage, bacon,
chicken, spinach,
beef, buffalo sauce.
What are you going to get this time? Get Domino's $9.99 Best Deal Ever before it's gone.
Luna de amor, ¿dónde vas? Que me robas la calma.
All they want is Sheba.
on a resourceful fans filled by Dr. Pepper.
Hey, kids, you trying to raise money to buy a football or something?
Actually, we're raising NIL money so we can bring better recruits to state.
Well, in that case, I'll take 1 Dr. Pepper, please.
1? So you don't want our quarterback to have anyone to throw to?
No.
This guy's not willing to do what it takes to win. He's a casual.
Casual? Does this look casual? How much do you want?
Well, that guy just bought 20,000 cases.
That's not fair. He's a big wig booster.
Salutations.
Please take checks.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
The College Football Playoff begins December 19th and concludes with the National Championship, January 19th on ESPN.
Here's a look at the National Championship trophy presented by Dr. Pepper. Long way away. It's funny, here we are.
Not as long as we think. It'll be here before we
close
know
to
it.
mid-October, Andre.
Yeah.
You could make a case for a dozen teams as to who's the team to beat in college football.
Yeah, I still don't know, to be quite honest. There are a bunch of good ones out there, and I think the Hurricanes in Miami might be playing as good as anybody.
Oregon
as well. Oh, my goodness. That would be some matchup if those two got to the finish line and faced off for that trophy.
And all Ohio State has done is win, the defending champs. This game's turned quickly in the span of about 2.5 minutes. South Florida has scored 21 points. If you go back to the end of the second quarter, a muffed punt late in the first half gave South Florida an opening. That was the game-tying touchdown, and then 2 quick scores in the second half.
Yeah, minute 9 off the clock to start the second half before they get right into the end zone with Sam Franklin. So you look at it 3 or 4 times, South Florida has scored off turnovers. Only once for North Texas. That's the difference in the scoreboard right now.
Nestamaker's thrown 3 picks. Low throw dropped by Evans. That's 2 drops now for Evans. 2nd and 10.
He is a big-time weapon. Just got to get him started. It's outstanding at Sam Houston.
Hawkins goes wide. Quick slant off the hands of Terrence Lewis. 3rd and 10. Andre, I know you're down by 14. A lot of time left. South Florida plays fast. You don't have to abandon the run, do you, if you're North Texas?
And I thought that's where I was going the possession before with Hawkins. I thought they would get back to running him more. They're averaging somewhere around 5 yards a carry. Let him work you back into this game. Put put a couple of good plays together and a nice drive. Get a score, and get back in this game.
This one is hauled in, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Miles Coleman came in as the team's top receiver.
Started a couple of games as a true freshman last year. He's a stud. Young, dynamic player for North Texas.
One high safety look for South Florida.
I was telling you, the outside, he's got one-on-one coverage down at the bottom with Simeon Evans. And the safety's way over favoring the other hash. Now they're going to change the look up.
On the shallow cross, that ball is knocked out. Live ball, it's picked up by Schuler. He's looking back, almost got caught, and now into the end zone, we get a flag. Hold on. Landon Sides almost punched it away.
Taunting there, and I'm wondering. They're going to get him for celebrating before he got into the end zone.
Now, they may also look at this to see if it was a fumble or an incomplete pass. All plays are reviewed, so the booth probably looking at that right now. Let's bring in Matt Austin after this announcement.
The ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble return for a touchdown. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. South Florida, number 7. Now South Florida, number 7. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game. That foul will be assessed on the kickoff.
All right, Matt, a lot to unpack here. First, let's go back to the catch.
Yeah, I think the ruling
Was
of
this a catch? That's where all this starts.
Yes, I think it is. He definitely firmly controls the ball, gets the body part down, takes about 3 steps, tucks the ball away. That's definitely a catch, followed by a fumble. Now, it's interesting on the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty because if they called taunting for what he was doing before he crossed the goal line, they could have easily marked that off from the spot of the foul and gone back to the 15-yard line.
And erase the score. I remember a long time ago when they first instituted that rule, Cordero Patterson was basically called him for high stepping into the end zone. I thought he was trying to avoid a defender closing from inside out. They took the score off the board.
And if you call that in the field of play, it wipes the touchdown off the board.
I think maybe he's calling it with a point right there. But
right there,
there was taunting way before that act that I thought should have taken that score off the board. Let's take another look at Jalen Schuler here. As he picks it up. I think the intent was certainly there.
And I don't think Landon Sides took too kindly to the way Jalen Schuler moseyed
and
toward
rightfully
the goal
so.
line. Yeah,
and rightfully so.
Meanwhile, Mike Lofton is still down, one of the offensive linemen for South Florida, injured on the PAT attempt. We'll step aside with 11:35 to go. 28 unanswered by South Florida.
Sunday kind of love. Let it storm, let it thunder. High as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. Days may be cloudy or sunny, but I'm with you, baby. I'm with you, rain or shine.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Leave him! It's a mascot! Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Do birds need pants?
Leave him!
And the control room censored it.
Oh!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 Times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
In October, every player wants to turn his story into history.
Postseason baseball on TBS.
I checked Allstate first, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from a child. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Sorry I'm late, Grandpa.
Oh.
With TD Early Pay, you get your paycheck automatically deposited up to 2 business days early for free.
Hi there.
Because it's only human to want to help him get in the ring. Getting your paycheck early. That's how TD makes payday unexpectedly human.
Mike Lofton, one of the backup linemen, helped off the field after going down on the PAT. South Florida has scored 28 points in the last 3.5 minutes of game time, going back to the end of the second quarter.
They didn't just double dip, they have quadruple dipped.
They Costanza,
the first
they
half.
dipped,
Yes.
they took a bite, and they dipped again. North Texas tonight with 5 turnovers, 3 all season entering play. Saturday, it's SEC football on ABC. We've got a triple header. Alabama going to Como to take on undefeated Missouri. They've got the Red River rivalry just down the road. And then Georgia going to the Plains to take on Auburn. Big spot for Eli Drinkwitz and Missouri. He hasn't beaten Alabama. Missouri hasn't beaten Bama since joining the SEC.
That's a tough place to go win a football game, Columbia, Missouri.
Shakespeare Pizza, however, good spot. Not much there for Mackenzie McGill, maybe a yard. So tough spot for Mestamaker, who has thrown 3 picks tonight. The last possession ended with a fumble by Evans. That was returned by Schuler for a touchdown. And things escalated quickly for South Florida. 28 unanswered after they were down 21-7. Keep it on the ground. And not much there. Looked like he got tripped up, McGill. 3rd down.
They have been Ira Singleton, and he is an excellent pass rusher who looks the part, 6'5", 240. This staff loves what he brings. The sky is the limit for Ira Singleton.
They really like what they have on their front 7.
I often reference this, but he's the guy that you want getting off the bus first.
Estemaker's throw is caught for a first down by Wyatt Young.
Just steady. That's what Wyatt Young is. It's just a steady receiver, excellent edge blocker, so he does the dirty work within the offense. And then when you throw it his way, most times he's going to come down with the football for you. But not afraid to put his face in and block for ball carriers.
Young now comes in motion. They set up the tunnel screen. The speedy Coleman. Can he get to the second level? He can take this to Timbuktu.
Just like that. Here comes the mean green. Not a big guy at 5'6", 160 pounds. But all he did in high school was go for over 3,000 receiving yards and 40 touchdown catches in 3 years. You get him in space, little tunnel screen, the middle of the field was open, and nobody is going to track down Miles Coleman.
Lightning and a shot glass.
A nice touch on that tunnel screen by Mestamaker as well.
Guma's PAT is good. A much needed counterpunch by North Texas.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We got a lot of time left.
A lot of time and two teams who can light up the scoreboard. Early on for South Florida, it was the turnovers that did the Bulls in, 3 of them in the opening quarter. North Texas was able to jump out to a 21-7 lead. South Florida tied it right before halftime. And then 21 quick points to open the third quarter to take the lead. North Texas answers back.
When you have the type of run that South Florida has gone on, 28 unanswered, now you got to start getting the ball in the playmakers' hands. Hawkins, Coleman, Wyatt Young, Sides. Those guys, they need to touch the football if you're North Texas to get you back in. But more importantly, your defense now. They've got a reason to be inspired going forward.
Andre, we have seen 35 points scored between the two teams in the last 5.5 minutes. That takes you back to 1989. Alvon Isaac is dropped shy of the 15.
This might be the worst starting position of the game for South Florida. Let's go back to Byron Brown tonight, getting himself into the end zone. His first score, and then he finds the big receiver on the outside, Jeremiah Coger. Then a little trickery with Eccles right before the half.
A young man who owns more than a half dozen school records.
And there have been some pretty good ones to play that position at South Florida.
They'll hand it off on first down. Isaac had a big hole and a big ankle tackle to prevent a much larger gain.
And he was about to gather up a good head of steam as well.
Patrick Smith-Young
came into this game averaging just over 6 yards a carry.
Right back to Isaac. Cuts a jagged path for a first down.
And if you're South Florida, that's all you want to do from here to the house is just continue to put drives together, first downs together to move the chains. Not really looking to score in a hurry, but you'll certainly take the scores.
Brown loads up.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller, and I've been a full-time YouTuber for over 10 years now. And if you are a YouTuber or you're trying to be a YouTuber, one of the smartest things you can do is to make your videos more clickable. I mean, guys, you spent all that.
They're looking around like, what are we doing?
He says even the offensive linemen, you think, well, they want to slow down. No, they're looking at the sideline like, what is this? Speed this baby up. Gotten themselves in great shape for this NASCAR-type speed in which they operate.
Keep it on the ground. Another nice run by Isaac for a first down, a gain of 11.
Well, they've got some really good backs. Isaac, Sam Franklin, and then Norton, who is out. He was kind of the pace setter.
Brown takes another shot. Wide open Coger. Touchdown South Florida, 63 yards. Jeremiah Coger. You like fireworks?
I do. Nice double move on the outside by Jeremiah Coger. Let's see him just give you the hitch and go. He really sells it to David Fisher, who bit hook, line, and sinker, and then the big fella just rumbling into the end zone. Eyes of the quarterback, Brown, holding the safety inside, so it's an easy throw for him with the route being run by Coger.
You know, back in the day, you'd turn on the TV at 2 a.m. and there would be a boxing fight that would be on from 20 years ago. It's kind of what it feels like we're watching right now, just haymakers being traded back and forth. We go. This was a 21-21 game at halftime.
Yeah.
Look at the score now.
It's crazy. Crazy. We told you, hang on, buckle up, because there would be some scoring in this game. 42 points in the last 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Video game stuff. And most of it's been South Florida.
Taking full advantage of turnovers. And then double moves, little trickery. They brought it all to Texas tonight. But this North Texas team, they're battle-tested. An overtime win against Western Michigan on the road, and then at Army, another overtime win. So it is a team that can fight its way back and make a game of this.
North Texas at 5-0. First time since 1959 they've started a season 5-0. There is a technicality to that. They technically were gifted a win due to a forfeit later on. So, but in terms of actual games played, they've never been 5-0 in a season since 1959.
A lot of pressure on the guy wearing that jersey, number 17.
Almost 200 yards of total offense here in the third quarter for South Florida. There's still 8 minutes plus on the clock. Master hands it off. Schuler beats Hawkins after a gain of a yard. Those two middle linebackers, Schuler and Harris, the ringleaders, the best friends on that defense for South Florida, and a man down.
Merrifield's the player down. He was in the bottom of that. He got the legs of Hawkins. Not sure if he just had the wind knocked out of him or what, but he was under the bottom of that pile. He's played some game tonight.
Knocked down a pass early in the game.
Yeah.
Transfer from FAU,
where he was a captain on that team. I'm sorry. If I'm a captain somewhere, I'm not leaving. That's just me. I mean, all of a sudden you've earned the respect of your teammates. However, that's if it's the coaches, you have their respect. If it's the players that choose and vote on that, you have their respect.
Different day, different age.
It is. It is. Always searching for greener pastures. Literally.
We have coaches these days who tell us, it used to be we're in recruiting, you lost a guy, especially if it was a close-fought recruiting battle.
Mm-hmm.
There would be hard feelings at the end of it if the guy chose another program. Not anymore, because now if you're option 2, you might be option 1 when that player enters the portal.
When he decides to transfer. You're the first phone call, so you want to finish a close second.
And you think of the advantage that schools like in North Texas or USF have. You play in a talent-rich area.
Yeah.
There's always guys who want to come back home.
Yep. And there are a lot of them in the Dallas area.
Coleman feathers the sideline, and some nifty footwork to get to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, is he quick or what? Prototypical slot receiver, not a big guy, fits this somewhat air raid system to perfection.
5 catches, 93 yards for Miles Coleman. They go right back to him. And B buttons his way to the 41 for a first down.
And there's another defensive lineman down for South Florida.
Timeout for an injury to a member of the defense.
It's Richard Scott, part of a heavy defensive end rotation tonight, and holding that left leg.
They've already lost Merrifield. And then the guy checking in for him comes in and he gets hurt. And that's a coach that cares. Every injury that has occurred tonight, he has been out and on the field. Lets young men know that you care. Maybe they're trying to hydrate Richard Scott, hoping that it's just cramps.
Looks like they're working on that hamstring.
I'm not sure how much he's actually played tonight, but coming in the game from Merrifield, and then all of a sudden you're called to duty. You got to make sure you're stretched out, ready to go at all times, no matter if you've played a bunch of snaps or that's your first one.
Able to walk off on his own. That's one thing to look at the score. You look at the clock, Andre. There is still 7.5 minutes to go.
A lot of time, my man. A lot of things can happen in this game.
And can Drew Mestamaker bounce back? He did so on the last drive with that touchdown pass to Coleman. Coleman now north of 100 receiving yards. Hawkins, first time he's had daylight tonight. True freshman inside the 30 before Tevin Ward brings him down. A gain of 30 yards.
Throws a nice block inside, just kind of washes everything down inside.
And Mestamaker throws it away with the pressure coming from Devin Lee.
Now they try to change and go tempo a little bit quicker themselves and right on the ball from that Hawkins run. But the big fella at right tackle has washed everything down inside for Hawkins.
Hawkins got the start today. He's taken over as the lead running back with 7 touchdowns in his last 2 games. Nobody open. Mestamaker slings it to the end zone, and it's incomplete in the direction of Young.
And he carries that thing low.
How correctable is that?
It's correctable, but you just gotta. It's just reps. And I'm quite surprised. I think he gets away with it because he's 6'4", but with the height, he can see over everybody. Otherwise, I would imagine he's getting anybody smaller get a lot of passes tipped at the line of scrimmage. But it's down around his waist and sometimes even lower than that.
Screen pass to Wyatt Young. And he bubbles his way to the 21.
You want to talk about a guy that is a security blanket on, second and long, third and medium. You go to him on third downs.
4th and 2 in a game with a plethora of offense. They will go for it. Down by 21.
Here is Coleman.
He is not in the game. Fake to Hawkins. And the sack by Merrifield. South Florida takes over on downs.
Went out of the game with an injury and came back in and immediately affects things defensively for South Florida. I mean, right up the field. He beats the right tackle this time, Jimto Obedegwu, and all he could do is stand and watch his quarterback get sacked on fourth down.
Kai Davenport tries to run through a couple of mean green defenders and out to the 35, a pickup of about 7.
All he's done this year is average over 6 yards a carry. I mean, just some production. That tells you a lot about the offensive line.
A yard. Let's check in quickly with Paul.
You know, Byron Brown, his energy is unreal on and off the field. On the sideline, infectious smile, too. This is a guy that wants to be an orthodontist when he's all said and done with college football. He said when he was in high school, he had a gap between his front teeth. The braces took care of it, changed his confidence forever. He wanted to show off that big smile. I'm seeing this big smile a ton tonight.
He's got a 7-step routine for cleaning his teeth as Corey Pettigrew makes the first down catch. There is a North Texas player down.
Pettigrew with that last catch, another true freshman making plays. Seen Koger get in the end zone twice. Neptune throw him a touchdown pass. And then there, Pettigrew with his second reception of the season.
Colin Lewis, who had an interception earlier. And we talked to Alex Golish about how he views this program, and he said when he took the job, it was clear to him that the administration, the athletic department, did not view this as a group of 5 job.
Right.
And he treats it as such. And then they go out and they beat Boise State. They go beat Florida. Yeah. They go play Miami. That's their lone loss.
Because at one time, it wasn't a group of 5 job. It was ranked number 2 in the country. Back when Jim Leavitt was the
2007.
Head coach. Yeah. And so, they were everybody's darling at one point in time.
They were part of the group that after they launched their program, relatively young program, they got an invite into the Big East once teams started to go to the ACC, but the Big East was still a power conference at that point. And then once Big East football went away, South Florida, like a number of schools, they're trying to find a place in the college football world, but they're getting a new stadium, on-campus facility, and they want to go big in Tampa. Here's Isaac. Flag down.
It'll be a hold, and this one will come back. One thing that's consistent with an Alex Golish offense, he's going to have experienced O-linemen up front. Last year, he had a bunch of grad transfers. Same thing this year.
Defense, number 94. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down.
Defensive hold.
You guys are talking about the upside of this program. They're dominating in recruiting. 33 commitments in the 2026 class. That's number 1 in the American. USF's 2024 class was the best of any program outside of the Power 5. So Golish not only knows how to coach, he knows how to recruit.
Flea flicker. Brown cannot escape.
May have kept it in the hands of Alvon Isaac a little bit too long before he decided to give it back to his quarterback, Byron Brown.
And Trey Fields able to make the play in the backfield.
They're not through scoring yet, Anish. They're not even worried about this clock. There's so much time left in this game. They got flea flickers and all kinds of stuff going on. End-around passes.
Although they are taking their time.
A little bit slower. A little bit, the tempo's changed a little bit.
RPO. Budia Rubin, the Stanford transfer. Big-time high school soccer player.
Graduated from Stanford in 3 years. Smart young man.
Got a degree in life and health science. A citizen of 3 different countries, the U.S., Canada, and Nigeria. Brown, the out route, incomplete. Patrick Smith-Young in coverage. Wanted the tight end Sullivan. And it's now 4th down and 9. Plus territory. They've got a kicker with a dynamite leg and great pedigree in Grammatica. But it looks like they may go for it here.
He's hit from 52 already this year against Boise.
And now they'll take the delay.
Trying to draw North Texas off sides.
Delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And that's no way I'm accepting this penalty if I'm North Texas. Decline it because all they want is room to land this punt inside the 10, and I think they backed it up.
I know one, if it's 3rd and short, 4th and short, you're not taking a snap out of the shotgun.
No way.
It's under center for QB sneaks.
Yep.
Leon took his time. Their catch called for and made by Coleman, who muffed a punt late in the first half that led to a South Florida touchdown. That's one of 5 turnovers by the Mean Green tonight.
Yeah, just interceptions have really hurt this North Texas team. And throwing one up, and each time, 3 out of 4 turnovers have been they've taken advantage of them and put them in the end zone. Big return there by Schuler. I won't get into the rest of that, but just an abundance of turnovers, forced turnovers for South Florida. Yet North Texas has still got a lot of time.
Too high for Landon Sides. Ben Knox in coverage.
What did we talk about earlier in this quarter? You hold it low. When you bring it up to throw it in a hurry, it's going to sail on you.
And with Mestamaker, you have to remember, Andre, this was a kid who had very few live reps in high school. He was a backup quarterback pretty much throughout high school. He started some games on the freshman B team, but never started a varsity game at QB. There's that middle screen. Coleman cut down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's chopped down by Rico Watson III.
3rd down and 10 with North Texas backed up.
And that's the strength of this South Florida defense, the linebacking core, where they've got a ton of experience. The front 7 is extremely deep.
McGill's the running back here on 3rd down. Mestamaker has to check down to McGill, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 12-yard line by Rodney Hill. 4th down coming up, and now UNT has to punt.
We got a punt and play defense. Fortunately, they got a little bit of room to breathe where they can get this thing out of there.
Isaac is waiting on the logo near midfield. Redshirt freshman from Hawthorne, Florida. Sawyer Evans boots it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 46. Bulls go back on offense with 142 in what has been a high-scoring third quarter. South Florida's put up 28 points. There's a penalty marker all the way back at the 5-yard line near where Evans punted.
Not sure what this flag is about. Long conversation, I know that.
Let's bring in Matt Austin. Matt, did you see anything that would warrant a flag? We're going to get a reveal here, and then you can jump in.
My question to Matt would be, what's the long conversation about?
Illegal formation, kicking team. Number 25 was covered and it became uncovered. That's a 5-yard penalty to be added to the end of the kick. First down.
It's a long discussion for illegal formation, Matt.
Well, I think they wanted to verify that they saw what they think they saw. What happened was the left tackle was a numbering exception, and then they shifted, and that opened him. He went as a wide receiver, so that's illegal. If you start out as a numbering exception, the center's got his hands on the ball, you cannot become uncovered. So it's actually a good call. Just took him a while to get there.
And it puts the ball at the 49-yard line of North Texas for South Florida. 28-7, Bulls since halftime. 1:42 to go in the third.
Well, I've been waiting all night for a shot play. And with this type of field position, would not surprise me. Well, they're tightening things down.
Brown hands off to Sam Franklin. Breaks the initial tackle and yanked down at the 45 for a gain of 4. Patrick Smith-Young to the tackle.
It's like Franklin may be banged up. He was tapping his helmet for a substitute, but they go so fast.
Brown on the QB keeper. Brought down by the laces, close to the 40.
They go so fast they couldn't get Franklin off the field.
Franklin is down now near midfield, and he's holding his foot.
He was asking out after that
for injuries,
first down run.
Both offense and defense.
Smith-Young down for North Texas, one of their DBs. Franklin today, 8 carries, 51 yards. You mentioned earlier Franklin, Davenport, Isaac. You
Please
throw
reset the game clock.
the injured Cartavius Norton in there. Now the 4 backs that they've used all average better than 5 yards a pop.
Yeah, and then even Jalen Johnson, who's carried it 3 times, he averages about 8 yards a carry. So you can't go wrong, and a lot of competition going on in that running back room for South Florida.
And then, oh, by the way, you got to worry about the quarterback, who's the leading
big
rusher.
fella, yeah.
Franklin pops up. Saw Smith-Young go off the field. Franklin ran for close to 1,400 yards at UT Martin 2 years ago. FCS All-American. Spent last season at Oklahoma. Didn't get a ton of work with the Sooners. For his career between the FCS and the FBS, he averages close to 7 yards a carry. But if he can't come back in with Norton out, Franklin may be banged up. This running back room continues to get thinner.
And Norton's out. Now Franklin's taking a rest. Isaac back in, and then there's still Davenport.
Isaac has 50 yards rushing on 8 carries. Direct snap. So Brown looked like he wasn't ready. They snap it right to Isaac, and he picks up the first down.
This is a fun game when you're an offensive lineman in the system for South Florida.
Quick throw off the fake. There's Jeremiah Coger. He's really starting to come on. Last week, got his first career catch, which was a touchdown. Added 3 more. He has a touchdown today.
Yep, big game against Charlotte last week.
Wide open. That's Pettigrew. He's got 2 touchdowns today. In fact, close to 100 yards receiving.
Threatening again, already in the red zone, South Florida.
Final ticks of this third quarter. Isaac pummeled to the turf inside the 15. USF outscores North Texas 28-7 in the third quarter. We saw fireworks, actual fireworks at halftime. They put on a nice fireworks show, and then it carried over.
Happened.
Only at Qdoba.
Nice Oakley, Stipe. Where'd you get them?
GovX.com.
Man, I got to get me one of those. Where'd you get it?
GovX.com.
Hey, Stipe, nice boots. Where'd you get those?
GovX.com. Use it. Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GovX.com.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's Couture.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking Steel tools. Hurry into your local Steel dealer or shop online.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Where's your pain?
Right here.
Both knees. Take on the pain with CopperFit Mobilizer. Hyper advanced compression sleeves with built-in blue infrared fibers for even faster recovery and pain relief.
I'm pain-free. The swelling isn't there.
It really did work.
Powered by LumiCore. Blue infrared fibers woven into compression fabric. Increase circulation to reduce inflammation. 2 powerful technologies combined to create the next generation in compression technology.
It's more than just a compression sleeve, and it's really cool that CopperFit was the one to create it.
Get your CopperFit Mobilizer now at Mobilizer.com for only $39.99. Order now and save 25% when you buy 2. Plus, your shipping is free.
Money doesn't sleep, bills don't sleep. You got to get up and go to work. The CopperFit Mobilizer was support without feeling like it was tight. It's working for me. It's going to work for you.
Get yours now at mobilizer.com.
Social media. I guess we can try it.
Hi, Gray. Today I'm going to show you to find your Grace, honey.
They only get one childhood. Don't let social media control it. Kids save phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gab, safely connected.
The SEC on ABC, all day Saturday beginning at noon Eastern.
Welcome back to ESPN College Football Time, presented by Ram Trucks. Ganesh Rob, Andre Ware, Paul Carcaterra with you. Friday night, Denton, Texas. DATQ Stadium. First sellout crowd in the history of this place, which opened for football in 2011. But 24th ranked South Florida has capitalized off of 5 North Texas turnovers. They lead 49-28 as we begin the fourth quarter. And the Bulls in the red zone here on 2nd and 7.
And threatening again.
Alvon Isaac powers to the 10. I know the competition the last couple of games hasn't been stout for USF, but against Charlotte and South Carolina State, 117 points, 1,100 plus yards of total offense in those 2 games. And they're on the verge of getting north of 50 again. Short pass to the tight end. Sullivan breaks a tackle and drags tacklers to the 3. First and goal.
Well, he is a really good-looking player. As I mentioned earlier, he can stretch the field, complete tight end, excellent blocker at the line of scrimmage.
Going quickly, it's Isaac. He's ruled down at the 1.
Well, and it was the block of Wyatt Sullivan that gave him a chance to get close to getting in. Nice little wham block on the defensive end, and got another player for North Texas that's slow to get up.
Yeah, it's Trey Fields, who was one of about a half dozen guys on defense to follow D coordinator Skylar Cassidy from Sam Houston to North Texas.
Trey Fields, he is a guy that they're going to have to lean on the rest of this season. Came over with defensive coordinator Skylar Cassidy from Sam Houston. Number 6 in there, and they're working on his leg. You think it's just a cramp.
USF tonight has run 73 plays. Last week against Charlotte, they ran 97.
Wow.
Hopefully I'll have something on Fields in just a moment. He is, without a doubt, the best communicator on this defense. So vocal on the sidelines, in the huddles. He was a youth league quarterback. He played for his dad, Dorland. When I spoke to Trey this week, he told me, you got to be the guy when you're a quarterback. And his dad taught him at a young age, they will move how you move. So his actions on and off the field as a leader, critical for UNT.
Yeah, he tackles everything, Clark. And, you know, his tackle grade of 90.7 was the best in the country.
How to use fillable forms in PDF Filler. Navigate between fields by clicking on a marked field, clicking the arrow icons that appear above the selected field, or navigate with your keyboard using the Shift tab, Return, or the arrow keys. Add text by simply typing in a selected field. You can also check selection boxes by clicking them, or pressing the spacebar when one is selected. Selecting a signature field will automatically open in the Signature Manager. Just create your signature and it will appear in the field where it can then be adjusted. Fillable forms aren't just limited to predetermined fields. You will have full access to all of PDF Filler's powerful annotation tools, so you can add more text, highlight, erase, and much more anywhere on the document. When you've finished editing, Click Done to save, sign, send, or share your document.
Does he do this every time? Ever since the biscuits got bigger.
Here comes big ending.
Bigger biscuits, crescents, and cinnamon rolls.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish.
It's nice, right? I taught you well.
Dad, you want to set this on the table?
The kitchen of your dreams.
I think I'm ready to move in.
And your mom's. At a price you didn't dream possible. IKEA. Dream the possibilities.
When being ignored isn't your idea of friendly service,
Hello?
Hello. Sarah?
it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Achy joints? Reach for the spray. Muscle soreness? Reach for the spray. With Tidal, next generation pain relief. Tidal cryotherapy spray and the all-new Tidal heat therapy spray. Reach where it hurts and penetrate deep for rapid relief. The 360-degree spray reaches anywhere, dries fast, and lasts.
It relieves the pain quickly so I can continue doing what I love.
Trusted by athletes and over 1 million satisfied users. Tidal, available online or at your favorite retailer.
Feel that? Monday night with twice the thrills. Josh Allen's feeling like a highlight reel, but those dirty birds are ready to make some noise. And feeling Heisman heat in this QB duel, feeling Bills Falcons on ESPN, Bears Commanders on ABC.
In October, every player wants to turn his story into history.
Oh my goodness! This ball's flying! Postseason baseball on TBS.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Now through October 10th. Planet Fitness is proud to partner with Boys and Girls Clubs of America to create stronger, kinder communities.
The Naked Gun is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
What the hell are you people?
Rated PG-13.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox with everything on one screen.
ESPN College Football Primetime is presented by RAM, official sponsor of the College Football Playoff.
The Murchison Performing Arts Center, home to the renowned University of North Texas. College of Music. The school developed the first jazz studies program in the nation. The heritage dates back 135 years when the school was founded. Just a tremendous music program here at the University of North Texas. Second half, it's been all South Florida, 35-7 Bulls since halftime. And I know a lot of the crowd has filtered out with the score being what it is, Andre, but today was a moment here for North Texas. They just ran into a buzzsaw in the second half. Turnovers did them in, and you look at that South Florida Bulls offense. I know Charlotte and SC State, it's one thing, but North Texas was 5-0 entering today.
And that was with a bunch of turnovers to start this game. So they got it cleaned up in a hurry, but it looked a totally different way when this game first kicked off.
TFL by DJ Harris. They had a sellout crowd here. It was a blackout. The students were out in full force. And after the last home game, which did not have strong attendance numbers, the message was sent that people will get behind a winning North Texas program.
Oh, yeah.
You hope that they can bounce back from this defeat and still have the support of their fans and students. As Sides hauls in a catch at the 30-yard line. On the other hand, Andre, South Florida's got 56 with plenty of time left. In a game, like you said, they turned it over 3 times in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They've beaten Florida. They've beaten Boise. They've played Miami. They're as battle-tested as any Group of 5 team in the country. I know Memphis has the Arkansas win. Navy's undefeated. But you got to put USF up there with the top playoff candidates out of the Group of 5.
I think so. And that resume that you just recited is going to go a long way in their favor as they work their way through the schedule. Now, it's a long season. And when you look at it, at Memphis, at Navy, 2 really, really tough games. The Tigers are going to be tough at home. And then when you talk about Navy, Navy can offset the speed in which South Florida likes to operate. They can slow them down. They can go on long drives. They can chew up a lot of clock and put a lot of pressure on this South Florida football team, especially on the offense.
Sides hauls it in. First down to midfield. Yeah, Navy South Florida becomes a contrast in styles.
You couldn't get more polar opposite than those 2 teams playing one another.
And those 2 games you mentioned, Memphis and Navy, both on the road.
Yeah, and Memphis has got a big win in their back pocket over Arkansas already.
Now, North Texas, they don't play Memphis. They don't play Tulane in the regular season. Short run by Hawkins.
Just thought there was a time in this game that Hawkins should have carried it a little bit more. And instead of going toe-to-toe, sometimes are taking headshots to give a boxing analogy. Go to the body a little bit every once in a while and kind of weaken the opponent from the midsection. Hawkins certainly capable of doing that.
Estemaker's throw too high. Andre, you've hit on this a couple of times. Where he sets up when he drops back, you've mentioned that causes the ball to sail.
It does. And because when you get ready to drive the ball, you've got to bring it up. And if you can't really step into a throw, then the ball's going to sail on you. And a couple of his interceptions were a direct result of that exact thing happening.
3 interceptions today, 0 entering play.
Yeah, I'd just like to see him carry it a little bit higher.
A first down catch for Wyatt Young, who has a touchdown today.
Now, if it's clean like that, you get away with it. You're in the shotgun. You don't get heavy pass rush. You can step into the throw and you deliver it with accuracy. But when things start to break down around you, that's when that's going to happen.
Almost brought in with one hand by Young, 2nd and 10. One of the things that they've been really impressed with Estemaker, his ability to soak up knowledge. He's a sponge, and you mentioned a mechanical correction maybe down the line. He seems like the kid that can make it. For somebody
no doubt,
who did not have a ton of live reps before he got to college, and even last year started 1 game.
And keep in mind, he's just a redshirt freshman. He's got a lot of football to play, and I kind of described it today as a blank canvas. You can kind of mold him into what you want him to be because he hadn't been, coached a lot in terms of mechanics and things of that sort because he was never really the starter. Probably running scout team in high school a lot, playing defense and being was an all-district punter. So, yeah, he could clean things up mechanically, and he's going to be just fine.
Merrifield is down again for USF. And we will step aside. 10:24 to go in regulation. South Florida doubling up North Texas.
My mom is a veteran and she was injured in the line of duty.
I hurt my leg in a training accident when she was only 2 years old.
She had 7 different surgeries over the span of 9 years, and there were tons of complications.
I'm doing much better now. I'm an active part of my kids' lives.
She can kick a mean soccer ball.
Through thick and thin, DAV's been there for me and my family.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Sandy get the health and disability benefits they've earned.
My victory is getting my life back.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Finding inner flex with Duluth Double Flex Denim. Look deep. Deeper. 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 Too deep. Find your inner flex with Duluth Double Flex Ballroom Denim. Only at Duluth Trading.
The Jimenez family are having battery issues. But a friendly AutoZoner tests their battery and helps them find the right Duralast battery to get back on the road.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
One-A-Day Women's Multis are made for your overall health, with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One-A-Day, the one for you.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win every week. But so much winning energy can be a lot. Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
Compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe. With Vic.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
So this is my favorite room, my chunky mantry. Got my guy TV cooking some chili dog mac.
What did you do to my pantry?
It was him. Chunky, soup that eats like a meal.
SEC all day on ABC. Big triple header on ABC over in the SEC. Oklahoma and Texas, Red River rivalry. That game will be in Dallas. John Mateer listed as probable. Arch Manning in Texas try to bounce back from the Florida loss.
We'll have to play some good football tomorrow. That Oklahoma joke. You get a lot of different looks. Going to keep him playing the game between his ears.
Estemaker with nowhere to go. He's going to be sacked on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, big Trayvon Mitchell finishing things off.
7.5 sacks at West Florida, a D2 school last year. Offense will stay out there. 4th down, 12 to go. (35-7) South Florida in the second half. Nickel blitz down the seam, perfect throw, and Young hauls it in for a first down.
Yeah, and he's shaken up, unfortunately. What a grab, Wyatt Young, but
a lot of injuries in the game tonight.
I'm out on the field.
We will step aside. 9:28 left here in Denton.
I'm obsessed with those windows.
Anderson makes it easy. They are the #1 trusted window and door brand.
Oh, I love those windows.
What a difference!
You know, in a world where a lot can go wrong, trust your home to Anderson.
And because she's a member, I now pronounce you eligible for USAA. USAA may now insure the groom. I just love it when true love and great service come together.
USAA. See if you're eligible today.
Kraft Mac and Cheese.
Get 'em up, get 'em up.
The one and only.
On a resourceful fans built by Dr. Pepper.
Hey, kids, you trying to raise money to buy a football or something?
Actually, we're raising NIL money so we can bring better recruits to state.
Well, in that case, I'll take one Dr. Pepper, please.
One? So you don't want our quarterback to have anyone to throw to?
No.
This guy's not willing to do what it takes to win. He's a casual.
Casual? Does this look casual? How much do you want?
Well, that guy just bought 20,000 cases.
That's not fair. He's a big wig booster.
Salutations.
Let's take checks.
College football. It's a Pepper thing.
Luna de amor, ¿dónde vas? Que me robas la calma. All they want is Sheba.
Y'all make sure y'all get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go to Popeyes.
Introducing the X-Back from CopperFit, our groundbreaking technology designed for compression support of your lower back and core like you've never experienced before. The X-Back evenly distributes the support across a broader surface area of your back for relief of lower back aches and pains. An orthopedic-designed alloy support panel and 4 built-in flexible stabilizers to help improve alignment and promote better posture. Get X-Back at Amazon.com. CopperFit. Feel the difference.
Stream Crown Jewel Saturday on the ESPN app.
The NBA on ESPN is happening now. We don't know who's going to catch fire or who will shock the world, but we do know that for opening week, Christmas, finals, and everywhere in between, there's one place to call home.
Stop playing with me.
Renee Schropp, Andre Ware, Paul Carcaterra. Friday night in Denton, Texas. North Texas had its chance early. South Florida committed 3 turnovers in the opening quarter. North Texas only scored points off of one of those. And then South Florida started to right the ship. And in the second half, it has been all Bulls. Estemaker with a screen pass to Landon Sides. Cycloning to the 10, a gain of 6.
Sides is tough. Wyatt Young, another tough young receiver. Now they are set up to have long-term success. Estemaker, just a redshirt freshman. And Caleb Hawkins, a true freshman, along with Coleman, who's just a sophomore. So all the big-time playmakers on this offense, they're young.
The challenge for not just North Texas, all the Group 5 schools. How do you keep them? Here's Hawkins.
He fumbled.
South Florida saying the ball is out.
I think he did.
And he fumbled. It is turnover number 6 by the Mean Green.
Ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
It was so...
First down, South Florida.
It came out just so slowly that you just didn't even think it was a fumble. But it starts to move around as he's fighting for yards.
Now that extra effort causes the ball to come out.
I'd love to see a different look to see if his knee indeed went down before or touched before the ball came out. Or was he held up by Schuler?
That's what Schuler does.
He's played some game.
Ruling
Man,
on the
is a good
field
player.
is a fumble recovered by the defense. That play is under further review.
Schuler had the fumble recovery for a touchdown earlier. Let's bring in Matt Austin.
Yeah, Andre, you're exactly right.
Matt,
about
right
the knee.
there is the knee down.
I believe it is, and then I don't think the ball came out until it hit the tackler's knee. So I do think this should be overturned to the runner being down.
Yeah, you can see the knee comes up off the turf on the last replay we showed you.
And then the ball's just kind of sitting there. Schuler doesn't even recognize that it's laying on the turf.
Schuler in his career entering tonight, 5 forced fumbles. Had one last week He and Harris just seem to be in the middle of all the chaos.
Yeah. I mean, last week he had 10 tackles. He forced a fumble, got to the quarterback, and forced a quarterback hurry.
Meanwhile, Harris on the season has 4 sacks and 3 forced fumbles.
The guy that's the forgotten linebacker, DJ Harris, he's a pretty good one as well.
He had a TFL tonight. Now, we mentioned when you have quality players at the group of 5 level, the bigger schools try to poach you.
Yeah.
That goes with the head coaches, too.
There's a lot of movement already that will be filling jobs here in the coming months.
And you already hear Alex Golish and Eric Morris's name linked to some of those openings. And whether there's truth or not, it has to do with their success. That's why people put them on the
runner
list.
was down by a rule prior to the fumble. It will be 3rd down at the 10-yard line.
So that's a break for North Texas. It wipes a turnover off their ledger. They still have 5 tonight.
We talked about the schedule for South Florida. It doesn't get any easier for North Texas. They got UTSA coming in here next Saturday. Jeff Traylor's team.
14th play of this drive. Has to make her to the air. Along the sideline. And out of bounds, shy of the end zone. Trey Williams, the tight end.
To be stretched, trying to get to the end zone. Close.
That is close.
Very close. Let me take a look. The right foot's still in bounds. He stretches and looks like
as the runner was short of the goal line. That play is under further review.
he may have gotten the football across the pylon before the second foot comes down out of bounds.
Let's put Matt Austin back to work. What do you see, Matt?
I agree with Anish. I agree with Andre that he's definitely in bounds. The key is, did he get the ball above or inside the pylon? And the ruling on the field being out of bounds, it must be clear and obvious that he did so. And without a shot right down the sideline, it's going to be kind of difficult to determine if it was over the top or inside. The other question is, the ball did come loose right at the end there, but I do think he was past the goal line before it came out of his hand.
Yeah, it's close. Really, really close. Right foot is indeed in bounds, and I think it crosses just over it before the left foot comes down out of bounds.
And again, as long as that ball is inside the pylon or it goes over the pylon, if any part of the ball crosses the goal line before he goes out of bounds, it's a touchdown.
That's exactly right.
Ruling on the field is important here. They put the ball at the 1. It was not a touchdown. Matt, here's a question for you. 8 minutes to go in this game. It is a 28-point game. A lot of times officials won't look at these plays and they'll point to the score because of the competitive nature of the game. Is this one of these situations where that would be in play, or are we still in the process of reviewing plays like this one?
I don't think it's in play because it's a scoring play. If this was a regular pass and did he get it for a first down or something like that, and this was the point differential, they may not stop the game for that. But since it does include a score, so I do think it's a good move to stop the game. And the other part of that story is the coach may challenge it if they don't stop it. So they may as well go ahead and take a look at it since it's a scoring play.
Yeah. It is a long replay review. And this is where oftentimes I think you get the angst of football fans. 56-28, 7:53 to go. And if you haven't seen it by now, you may not see it.
Yeah, it only took Matt and I, like, what, two looks? We determined it was a score. It's a touchdown.
We have a terrific director in Ashley Ward, but that's not the shot that people want to see of an official staring into the replay camera.
After review, the ball broke the plane of the goal line. It's a touchdown.
Well, there you have it.
Good call, Matt.
$56-34 with the PAT coming. It looks like they will send out the offense for a 2-point conversion. Maker able to complete to Dalton Carnes. Conversion's good. It's 56-36.
They set this up perfectly, driving guys into the end zone, and then they bring Carnes on the out route behind everything after it clears out, almost like a natural little pick.
And another player down. That looks like Mitchell. They call him Slug. Travion Mitchell. Mitchell, a D2 transfer from West Florida. Had 17.5 TFLs and 7.5 sacks there last year.
Gulf South Co-Defensive Player of the Year with all that production that you just described.
We are closing in on close to 4 hours of game time. A game that started with two teams having playoff aspirations. It's the highest ranked group of 5 conference champion that gets the automatic bid to the 12-team college football playoff. And entering tonight, Memphis and ODU had the best odds, if you will. Now South Florida still plays Memphis. North Texas does not play Memphis or Tulane in the regular season, but that number for the Bulls will go up. Old Dominion has a win against Virginia Tech. Memphis undefeated with a win against Arkansas. But here's the key. at the end of the day, if the Group of 5 representative is to come out of the American, which seems like the prevailing sentiment, you have to win your conference championship.
Yeah.
And then once the final rankings come out, it's only the conference champion and the highest ranked conference champion amongst all the Group of 5 that gets in. Is there a possibility for an at-large? Sure, but if you're going to be an at-large, you've got to be in that top 12.
Yeah. You got to have the schedule. You got to put together a bunch of, decisive wins, even with the schedule, to become an at-large. If you're not going to be, if you're not the conference champion, so to speak.
North Texas lines up for an onside kick. Big bounce, fielded by Singleton, part of the Hands team. And South Florida has the ball with 7:52 to go. Now, one thing to watch here, Andre, it's a 20-point game, but South Florida does not love to run its 4-minute offense per head coach Alex Golish.
Yeah, and neither do the players. They want to go. And the thing about it, when I was at Houston and we found ourselves in situations like this, Coach Pardee, he might put the backups in, but they were going to run the offense because you never knew when those guys were going to have to play for you, whether, by injury, whatever the reason. They needed the experience of having been on the field.
Flag down as Davenport carries across the 40.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 42, 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's kind of why a guy like David Klingler could throw for more yards as a backup than most guys would throw for as starters. See the hand clearly to the face.
Yeah, Braden Knox.
Yeah.
It's also why you wanted to get the ball to begin the game, because you knew receiving to begin the third quarter, it wouldn't matter if you're on the bench.
Might not be in. But no, I just believe, if you believe in your offense, you take the ball at the coin toss if you win the coin toss. I'm not waiting to see what happens in the second half. I'm going to try to dictate what happens in a game with an offense that I have confidence in.
Andre, you're talking about the backups, but Alex Golish is going to have no choice to play some backups. Cartavius Norton, one of their starting running backs, didn't play today. Sam Franklin, he was in the tent earlier. Chaz Nimrod went to the locker room and has never returned. Keyshawn Singleton, a wide receiver, was in the tent. He came back, and we've seen some linemen like Mike Lofton banged up. So you just want to get out of here healthy if you're Alex Golish.
Yeah. And he's also had some youngsters. Pettigrew has played an outstanding game along with Koger. You want those young ones to step up.
Davenport erupting through the secondary, and it's a 1st and goal. And it almost seems like it doesn't matter who they rotate in and running back, they get production. And Byron Brown, Andre still in there with a 20-point lead, 6.5 to go.
And he said as well, the conversation we were having earlier about, putting guys on the field and exposing them to maybe being poached.
That's real.
That is a real deal. Yeah. That is real right now in the world of college football.
I'll give you a great example of that after this play. Brown keeps, and he is in. A 5-touchdown night for Byron Brown. 3 through the air. That's his second one on the ground.
Where everybody goes inside with Davenport. And it just opened up a nice crease on the edge. Pettigrew with a nice block on the outside for his quarterback. And essentially into the end zone untouched.
So, Andre, a couple of years ago on Friday night, we did a game, SMU at Temple. It was a blowout game, and late in the game, SMU with a big lead puts in its backup quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Jennings.
Yeah.
And now Jennings was the guy who led SMU to the playoff last year. They were able to keep him. We walked away after watching Jennings. I remember in the car ride home, you said, that kid is pretty good. And if he's the backup next year, they're going to have a hard time keeping him.
Yeah. Preston Stone was the starter at one point, and then I remember the game against BYU. Jennings came in, lit it up. They had a bye week. He ended up starting the next game, and Preston Stone served as his backup. He's now playing at Northwestern. So somebody was going to leave. It was just a matter of time.
That's why you've seen so many spring games go away, because it used to be with the spring transfer window, which has now gone away. Coaches were afraid to expose their guys in fear of losing out on guys that they developed to other programs over playing time.
That's very real.
Byram Brown tonight, leading rusher, leading passer, 5 touchdowns, and then Kroger, the freshman who had 4 catches for 75 yards and his first TD last week. Those were the first 4 catches of his career. He builds off that performance.
Look at that average for Kroger, 23.5 yards per catch. Just sick. Big play after big play for that young man. And boy, does he have a bright future out of Baltimore, Maryland, St. Francis Academy.
We get a new quarterback here for the Mean Green. It's the freshman Chris Jimerson. He's a dynamic runner. Now, he has a package in their normal offense. We didn't see it tonight. They'll just hand it off on first down. He's from Fort Worth. Ashton Gray into the game at running back. Jimerson dancing. Rifles 1-2 at the sideline, incomplete. First collegiate appearance for Jimerson.
Surprised to see Jimerson over Poffenbarger.
Reese Poffenbarger is the backup. He was at Miami last year. Backed up Cam Ward. That's the dynamic running ability of Jimerson, just nowhere to go. And they'll bring up fourth down. Now, Poffenbarger also had a pretty good career at Albany before going to Miami.
So just Cam Ward's backup last year. He's brought in to be the starter, and Jared Morris just said, hey, we're going to let you guys battle it out. And Estemaker ended up winning the job.
Cam Ward, by the way, was discovered by Eric Morris, and that in itself speaks to Eric Morris's ability to find talent. Fair catch, Neptune. Byram Brown, Lord Byram, has been the guy to make it go offensively.
Got it started early with a touchdown run, and then he found Koger in the corner of the end zone. And again, up top to Koger for a second touchdown. The nice touch pass over the top.
Brown's night is done. There's a new quarterback for South Florida. It is Gaston Moore. Played at Tennessee last year. I'm told no one's as slick as Gaston, no one's as quick as Gaston. Huge hole on first down. Chase Garnett. Both teams emptying their bench. Moore's an interesting story, the quarterback who's in now for USF. Golish was his offensive coordinator for a time at Tennessee. He thought his career was done. He was working in Charleston, South Carolina, when Golish called him and said, hey, our second-string quarterback, Bryce Archie, who started a bunch last year when Byron Brown was hurt. Archie also on the South Florida baseball team, was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds, and Alex Golish said, hey, you have another year of eligibility. Do you want to come play for me again at South Florida? And Gaston Moore said, sign me up. Garnett breaks off another long run. They've got running backs everywhere, Andre.
Yeah, they are just super deep in that room. But they're also that deep at wide receiver as well. When you can lose a guy like
number 16, 10-yard
Nimrod
penalty, the foul. Replay first down.
And not miss a beat in the second half. A guy like Koger steps up for you. Pettigrew steps up for you. Neptune steps up. And that's the future. 3 young, dynamic wide receivers have stepped up and made plays for this Bulls offense. And then you look at the running back room, a lot of production there as well. This is a good football team. And they would give a lot of teams anywhere problems.
Well, they already have. They beat Boise State. They beat Florida on the road. Garnett showing some shake, some sizzle, some speed.
You know, Anish, you're talking about all the skill along with Andre. How about the trenches, too? These boys up front on both sides, they brought in 18 new linemen from the portal. And they've been very, very effective tonight on both sides. If you talk to Todd Orlando, their defensive coordinator, he said he went 5 for 5 in the portal, finding big guys. So all the skill is on display, and this is an offense that scored 54-plus points now for the first time in school history in 3 straight games. We got to give some love to these big guys up front.
Yeah, Kark, how about this? In the last 3 games, South Florida is averaging 60 points per game. And I get it, Charlotte, a program near the bottom of the American, South Carolina State FCS. With 63 against North Texas, they put up about 550 yards per game on average in that stretch. It's a Bulls offense. That is a stampede. Tonight they've made Denton their personal Pamplona.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
You can't see the nation's fastest internet and wireless network, but you rely on it every day. You can't see the nearly connected promises they can't keep. AT&T continues building a network that's dependable enough to guarantee.
Sometimes in life, you just want more. Cracker Barrel's all about more. More flavor, more heart, more craft, more joy. So when you just want more, Cracker Barrel has all the more. All the more. Cracker Barrel.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower. And I'm not exactly street legal. No. And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Steve. Shh, John, they say with Lavazza, you'll become a maestro.
Yeah, maestro of coffee.
So it has nothing to do with music.
It does not.
Just coffee.
Coffee.
Shall I go again?
Please don't.
Enjoy the pleasure of a masterfully crafted coffee and feel like an Italian barista at home.
Just don't do
my
it.
coffee.
Discover Lavazza blends now.
I need that one. That is my G flat.
Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste, just 29 calories.
Hey, let's get out there.
Stay in the game with Michelob Ultra Zero.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whenever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it. You have our name on it.
Sargento.
A promise you can taste.
With the win tonight, South Florida's odds to make the college football playoff rise from 11% entering play to 19%. And remember, they still have a road game against Memphis. They still have a road game against Navy.
And sandwiched in between UTSA. And anytime you face Jeff Traylor's teams, you're going to be in for a fight. So that one's going to be tough, though they get UTSA at home.
Third down upcoming. The most points South Florida has scored against an FBS school is 65. They pick up the first down. We'll see if they keep running plays or just take a knee.
So on that clock to just tick right on down.
Backup quarterback, Gaston Moore in there with Chase Garnett as his running back. Here comes Garnett again, spin cycle, first down and goal from the 8-yard line. And let's see if we just get kneel downs from here. This was a 21-21 game at halftime.
Yeah. But
42-15 in the second half.
It started with a double dip right at the end of the first half. Then they came out after halftime, went down, scored again. And it was all South Florida from that point on.
And I think Eric Morris is going to kick himself for the way North Texas could not capitalize on early mistakes. South Florida turned the ball over 3 times in the opening 15 minutes. North Texas only turned one of those turnovers into points. And then the turnovers became an issue for the Mean Green. They turned it over 5 times in this ball game. 28 points off turnovers for USF.
41. And set the play clock to 40 seconds. Both will start on my signal.
We know Memphis is pretty good. Andre, I don't think you can count out Tulane in the American.
No way.
He's undefeated.
Yep.
Where does South Florida fall in the American Conference pecking order?
Right in that conversation. I mean, when your only loss is to the number 2 ranked team in the country, who I feel like is the best team in the country right now. That says a lot about your program, and they not a lot of teams want to see South Florida pointed their direction.
Not a lot of teams score 63 points after turning it over 3 times.
Yeah.
But this offense for Alex Golish and the Bulls continues to cook. They ran 60% of their plays tonight in North Texas territory. 575 yards of total offense. Byron Brown accounts for 5 touchdowns. The Bulls improved to 5-1. North Texas
Well, grab your coffee. We have an early one from London this weekend. Broncos and Jets go at it on Sunday. Both teams headed in opposite directions, with Denver just soaring and this offense clicking. And the Jets looking all sorts of lost as of lately. Here's more.
Look at those numbers on Williams. 12 of his last 13, almost 300 yards since those first two drives. Rolls out, makes it another completion. Jonah Coleman for a first down, and he's across midfield. An elite pass-catching running back picks up 20, and there's a Rutgers defender down on the ground.
Well, you're going to go with player injury. Injured Scarlett Knight on the play. But I like the play call there. You bunch everybody up. You go 13 personnel, get three tight ends in the game to go to one running back. They're expecting run, and you match personnel, so you get heavier personnel, and then you leak Jonah Coleman out to the flat.
Kaj Sanders, the second leading tackler for Rutgers. Sophomore from Newark, New Jersey, played for a powerhouse high school program in the state of New Jersey, Bergen Catholic, where he won 3 state titles.
Good to see him up, walking off the field under his own power.
It's now 13 of the last 14 for Devon Williams, who has such command of this offense. Only his 8th career start as a true sophomore.
False start, offense number 77, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It's Max McCree. He's in for Carver Willis, who is the typical starting left tackle. That left side of the offensive line is a couple backups tonight for Jed Fish, as they're also without John Mills. First and 15. Muhammad straight up the gut, bouncing away from tackles, and he picks up all of that penalty yardage back and then an extra yard.
Yeah, normally we talk about those thunder and lightning combinations and running back. You got thunder and thunder part 2 with Coleman and Muhammad. Jonah Coleman, the starter, 5'9", 220 pounds, and Adam Muhammad, only 220 pounds, but a full 6 foot of running back.
Williams keeps it, spins, and then he got swung to the ground after a 1-yard pickup. Zaire Angoy, the stop for Rutgers to bring up 3rd and long.
Well, watch the way that he carries this ball. You know, we talk about points of pressure when you're carrying the football. You remember he had that fumble earlier in the game. He has really got to get better keeping that thing close to the side. And people talk about high and tight all the time. I'm not crazy about that as a concept. You really got to make sure that that ball stays tight to your side, especially in traffic.
Looks to throw on 3rd down, snaps it over the middle, pass is pulled in. It's Denzel Boston, but he's about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. But inside the 40, the offense looks like they might be staying on the field.
Well, they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that offensive line, but those tight ends, we've seen those multiple tight end sets. The great thing about having those versatile tight ends is the ability to get those guys, leak them out. But here they're going to go 3 wides. I'm guessing they're handing this one off to Coleman.
Needs 2 yards. They're going to throw. Caught, 1st down, and more. Desmond Roebuck pushing the pile down to the 25 for 13 yards and a 4th down conversion.
Well, that's why I'm calling the games and not calling the plays, right? Roebuck, another one of those true freshmen, and you love the throw here in the situation on a 4th down from Damon Williams. And, you know, it's interesting. And speaking to Jed Fish, and he kind of said, hey, man, practice is like your driving range. You know, you got to figure out.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
He lets it fly here, completes it. Decker to Graff, the tight end, lowers the shoulder and spins inside the 15. He's got a 1st down.
Well, and I love the delivery here. You love the guys that, you know, like a second baseman turning the double play. Watch the little dart here. You got to change the arm angle, but you love that quick release, understanding where your outlet is going to be. And Decker to Graff throwing a strike, as they like to say in the ALDS.
It's 11th inning last time I checked. Don't know where we're at now, but handoff. Coleman picks up a couple. Heading to the 12th. 2-2 tie, Tigers, Mariners, 6 miles down the street here in Seattle. One of the longer drives we've seen tonight for Washington. They have had some quick strike ability tonight, but it's been a lot of possessing the football here inside the red zone.
Coleman flanked out.
Fake it to Ungreen. Boston juggled, incomplete. Bo Masco with the coverage, just got a hand in there to prevent the touchdown.
Boy, I love the technique from Masco here. Watch him fight up through the hands. That's just tremendous technique, and that's what you expect from Greg Schiano coach team and Rob Smith as a defensive coordinator. David Rowe coaching those cornerbacks right. You fight through the hands of the wide receiver and compress that space. Don't give him an opportunity to pull that ball in.
3rd and 8. Williams, pocket collapsing, takes off. This is what he can do. Electrifying running ability for a touchdown. Third total touchdown for QB1.
Well, he's going to get a little bit loose with this football again. We saw him fumble inside the 10. He's carrying that thing far away from his body and gets a little spin.
Elad there got away with that one. Well, you love seeing the fire from the young QB. So dangerous with his legs and got away with a little bit of loose ball handling.
He's thrown for 359. He's now rushed for 99, and it's 3 total touchdowns tonight.
You see that ball get away from the frame of his body and get those extra defenders that are come in. That's when that thing gets knocked away. He gets in there with a little stare down. I got this. Gets a little moves. Celebrate with Jonah. Gotta eat.
12-play drive that took nearly 6.5 minutes off the clock. And from down 10-0 2 drives into this game, Washington has outscored Rutgers 31-9 since then on a 4th consecutive scoring drive for the Huskies. .253 to play third quarter, 8th in Kaliak-Manis and the Rutgers offense. Able to score on the last drive, but they're trading points with Washington right now, and that's not a good sign when you're down 2 scores.
Change again. So many of these checks have been to runs.
And it will be again to Raymond. Bouncing right side. Alex McLaughlin with the pursuit and a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, Ryan Walters told us that Alex McLaughlin really has been the biggest surprise on this defense and mentioned exactly what happened there, triggering so early and confidently making the tackle in the alley.
Tempo, Kaliak-Manis takes the check down to Raymond, who can't slide away from the tackler, Esteen, but he does pick up 9, and it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah, going with the tempo here and trying to catch the defense off guard, and you're not substituting, giving them the opportunity.
Second time we've seen this. The keeper for Kaliak-Manis plunges across the line to gain for a first down.
Now just got to sustain it, and they've had some success getting that ball to Antoine Raymond. We know what he can do. See if Kirk Shiraka, the offensive coordinator, can get something dialed up here. Leak him out of the backfield. And as we saw already, he's dangerous with just about every route in the route tree getting upfield.
Kaliak-Manis looks to him again, threw it behind him, and it was nearly intercepted. Takario Davis, who's almost had 3 picks tonight, just had almost another one.
Yeah, and Antoine Raymond looks like he's stopping the route a little bit early, and his feet kind of slide out from underneath him. And because of that, that ball, as you mentioned, partner, just flying right into Takario Davis's hands. That's why he plays defense at 6'4".
Kaliak-Manis connects with his tight end. That's Colin Weber, who is swung to the ground at the 44. It's 8 yards and 2 yards to go.
Third down opportunity. Watch the legs of Kaliak-Manis here.
It's the arm as he zips it to the sideline to DT Sheffield. Another Rutgers third down conversion.
Sheffield just quick as a hiccup. You see him lining up in the slot. He's got tremendous lateral movement and burst out of his breaks. And with the confidence that Kaliak-Manis has and the timing in the pocket, he gets that thing out of there so quickly. Great anticipation and accuracy from Kaliak-Manis.
taking what the defense has given him, too. A lot of short routes, but it's resulted in some first downs. This one over the middle is another first down. Back-to-back for the Scarlet Knights. 17 yards to Ian Strong.
When Kirk Shiraka, the offensive coordinator for Rutgers, and Greg Schiano, they just couldn't say enough good things about Kelly McManus, and you can see why they raved about him.
Looking left, going through his progressions, rolls right, pumps, and then throws it away.
Well, they rave about him because it's not just his understanding of the offense, but it's his poise in the pocket. It's his confidence. It's his anticipation. It's his delivery. Really the total package. This is a tremendous drive and exactly what they need with the momentum that the Huskies have had.
Said he's incredibly intentional in his prep. Always asking questions, taking notes at team meetings. Rarely makes poor decisions. 2nd and 10. Pass is caught by his running back, Raymond. His 4th catch out of the backfield. He's got 6 yards.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Well, we're in this together now. 9-inch nails. Gotta love it. We're going to head to the 4th. Scarlet Knights with an opportunity to keep this thing close.
Please.
1. So you don't want our quarterback to have anyone to throw to?
No.
This guy's not willing to do what it takes to win. He's a casual.
Casual? Does this look casual? How much do you want?
Well, that guy just bought 20,000 cases.
That's not fair. He's a bigwig booster.
Salutations.
Please take checks.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after time.
Time after time after time. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Every day, we are here. In the medicine that keeps your family healthy. In the food on your table. In the discoveries that drive the nation and economy forward. We've always been here. In the solutions shaping a better future across the country in every corner of life. Researching, teaching, solving, innovating. On campus, in your community. Every day, we are here.
Saturday, it's a huge slate of games on Fox. First, top-ranked Ohio State collides with Illinois on Big Noon Saturday. Then, TCU, K-State. And under the lights, it's Kansas versus 9th-ranked Texas Tech. It all starts with Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
Tuesday, Doc is all new.
Oh, we're gonna get some cock here.
With the biggest reveal yet.
My brain is trying to warn me about something.
Doc, Tuesday on Fox.
A busy and fun night in Seattle. ALDS Game 5 is still going strong in the 12th inning. And here at Husky Stadium, a 3-touchdown third quarter for Washington has put them up 31-19 in a game that has seen almost 900 combined yards. That's pretty good, I think.
More than half a mile.
10th play of the drive. Kaliakmanis throws it behind his intended target, and X-Ray Alexander put a hit on Ian Strong.
Well, you called it, partner. Just the throw just a little bit behind him because Strong has to reach back there, unable to bring that thing in cleanly. He's able to bring that thing in cleanly, probably able to absorb that blow a little bit better. He's got his body all contorted.
Fourth quarter, 2-score game, a given that the offense is staying on the field. A field goal wouldn't even bring it back to one possession. Pass is pulled in across the 25 by KJ Duff. He knew exactly where the line to gain was.
Boy, and Kaliakmanis, no hesitation, gets to the top of his drop, delivers a laser. A nice job by his 6'6" wide receiver pulling it in.
Kaliakmanis with protection batted down at the line. Terrio Thompson swats it down to bring up 2nd and 10.
And Terrio Thompson, that's his second pass breakup of the season. Had one a week ago against Maryland as well. And, you know, that's the thing, especially with these guys, they don't get an opportunity, those big fellas, they don't get an opportunity to rotate. They're a little bit gassed on a drive like this. Say, I'm not going to get home, but I'll get those paws up and try and knock one of those things down.
Kaliakmanis snaps it over the middle. It's caught by Weber, the tight end, and he plunges down to the 14. It's a 3rd and 2 coming up for Rutgers.
A nice play designed by Kirk Shiraka, the offensive coordinator. Gets Weber blocking initially, late release.
They go tempo, handoff, Raymond. Stacked up right at the 12. That is the line to gain. We'll see if it's 4th down or if they give him enough. Signal is 4th down.
Well, we've seen Kaliakmanis sneak a number of times. Looks like they're bringing in some extra beef here. We got John Stone and Terrence Salami coming in. We got beef and salami.
Love it. Tush push.
Good luck. Right foot, left foot.
They mark him at the 12.
Yeah.
And
oh, yeah. They're bringing the sticks. Don't pull guys off the pile. The flag for that.
It is a 1st down.
You're not taking the foot off of the pedal.
16th play of the drive. Kaliakmanis holds on to it, dumps it off to his tight end, Weber, who is met immediately by Devin Bryant.
Yeah, really a nice job of this Husky defense. And, you know, what you kind of felt there, they were going to go with the tempo, short passes, get run, get a little bit of run action on that last one. He's trying to hit the corner route. They cover it up nicely. He has to throw underneath for the short gain.
Raymond threw it to him before he turned around, wasn't ready for it. It's incomplete.
Yeah. Mikel Esteen Comes down there. He really, he could have had an opportunity for an interception there. Big third down, but again, certainly 4 down territory. Well, do you take the points here? I think you might have to make it a 1-score game. You don't want to go down 2 scores here, but
Third and 10, Kaliak Manis to the end zone, incomplete. Was looking for Ian Strong. Ephesians Price Sock had the coverage, and it's 4th down.
Price Sock, we've seen him make so.
They've converted 1 4th down in this drive already. The 19th play of the drive. Kaliak Manis spits it out to Raymond. Tries to lean for the first down. He can get a first down without the touchdown, but he didn't get it. About a yard shy, and it's a turnover on downs. A 19-play drive that results in no points for Rutgers.
Big game tomorrow. You guys ready? Oh, we're ready, Gus.
Which way's our room?
Bring it in. 301, 2 queens, best sleep guaranteed.
When your favorite team needs you at your best, it matters where you stay. Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Old Trapper Beefs. Pack smash.
My peanut butter and jelly.
Ew.
Oh, no. Yeah, I guess my ham and cheese didn't make it.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Now that's a great view. Yep.
Only ServiceNow connects every corner of your business, putting AI to work for people.
Every corner?
Every corner, Nick. So Kate in HR, hey Kate, can focus on people, not process. Patty in IT is using AI agents to deal with the small stuff so she can work on the big stuff. AI helps Jim solve customer problems before they're problems.
Oh, so we all work better together.
My work here is done.
Excuse me, which way back?
Hey, get new Little Caesars cheesesteak crazy puffs. They're so good, we ran here to tell you.
Hey, Saquon!
We ran here? Try new cheesesteak crazy puffs for $3.99. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Oops.
Ah, yummy, yummy goodness. Isn't that the best part of good and fun?
No way! It's all the chewy fun!
I mean, if that were true, it'd be called fun and good.
Oh!
Don't even think about it.
Indulge both sides with good and fun treats for dogs. Let dogs dog.
A 3-touchdown third quarter for Washington. Plus, the defense just got a stop inside the 5, and the Huskies have the football back up 2 scores now.
Yeah, that was huge. The stop on 4th down, and by reckless math, they needed to go there on 4th down, down 12. Field goal, still down 2 scores.
Damon Williams to throw after a great third quarter, lofting it down the sideline to Amari Evans. Big gain on the first play of the drive for the Huskies. 32 yards.
Jacoby Henderson must have gotten his eyes into the backfield. Allows Evans to get all kinds of separation.
From Coleman, charges down to the 40 for 5 yards.
That's a good play call by Jimmy Doherty, the offensive coordinator, the first play of the drive, because, in those coming out situations deep in your own territory, the defense so often is expecting just conservative calls, run, fake action to the left, and then hit Evans on the big gainer, give you some breathing room. Now you pound it.
They keep it on the ground. Coleman sliding away from one. He's got a first down, an 8-yard pickup to move the chains.
There's still a little bit of creativity in the run, though. Get your tight end coming back across the formation. And of course, this Washington team at Michigan a week from now. Get some things on video. Get defense as a receiving threat as well. He's got good feet for a big man, 6'5", 260 pounds. And the one Washington State product.
That is where the first down is by Abram, and it's enough to move the chains again on a great time-killing drive for Washington.
Big substitution along that entire front for Rutgers. Those guys get gassed. Those big bodies in there. You get a drive like this. And rather than attacking the offensive line, they're attacking you with that physical run.
Play action. Williams with a pocket collapsing, shakes away. Open space. Williams cutting left side and sandwiched down at the 12 as he goes well over 100 on the ground with a pickup of 30.
What I love at the end of the run here is that Williams covers this thing up. You're going to see that second hand go over the ball. He understands. Got a little traffic coming my way. Two hands in traffic. Yoink, protected. Good finish.
Jet sweep. Lawson, right side, got a block from Coleman, and he slips down just shy of the 5. But he stays in bounds and keeps that clock winding down to 7.5 minutes.
Boy, this is a tough spot if you're the Rutgers defense. This is demoralizing. As people often say, when an opposing offense can run the football seemingly at will, really the only thing that you can do at that point is try and get extra bodies up at the line of scrimmage. But every body that you put in the front
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you can be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions.
Those extra bodies, trying to get a numbers advantage, and then you have a mobile QB. Receivers doing their job blocking on the outside. Damon Williams almost making it look easy, though he may have a little sore hip after that one and the little hurdle and kind of losing his balance midair.
What What a second half it's been for Damon Williams Jr. in Washington. He becomes just the 16th quarterback in FBS history to go over 400 yards passing and 100 rushing.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Back to the game I love. It's great to be able to keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see, and she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that. No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching. Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You got to swivel those hips, right? And you got to swing. 4! And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
This brain is 4% larger than average. From watching FS1's daily shows, Colin Cowherd, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making. Here, indefinitely here. First things first. Here, it's thought processing, overstimulated. Beautiful. And this is the chaos zone, triggered by Barstool. They hit the abstract center, where play and instinct live. Weekdays on FS1. No brainer.
Good news for Washington is you're up 19 on a career night for Damon Williams. Bad news is he's holding that shoulder and collarbone area and just went into the medical tent with Kai Horton, the backup quarterback, warming up now. And it was earlier in that last drive, too, Robert, that it looked like he got up and was moving that shoulder around a little bit.
Yeah, on the longer run that got them down inside the 10-yard line, as he's covering that ball up, goes to the ground, got up awkwardly, kind of messing with his shoulder, moving it around. He did score the touchdown, but went straight to the tent. With the Wolverines a week from now, certainly want him to have an opportunity to get healthy.
And here's a look back at that play it might have happened on.
Ends the run here. That right shoulder certainly looks like it gets driven into the ground. I guess he just came out of the tent. And you can see him working it a little bit.
Yep.
Good sign, and there's no reason to risk it. We saw Kai Horton, who's already gotten some snaps this year, warming up on the sideline. Don't expect to see Williams again.
A 3-score lead. Ethan Kaliak-Manis is swarmed in the backfield. Taitai Uyunglele, 3rd sack tonight for Washington's defense.
And we've seen Taitai Uyunglele earlier in this game. He's a force in that middle.
Kaliak-Manis takes off, and he got tripped up. Did get the yardage back from the sack and a couple more, but it was Ontario Thompson who just got a hand in there to trip him up. Kaliakmanis dropped. There is a flag.
It's like Isaiah Ward.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite one-of-a-kind variations that are unique to you. Here's how.
Figured out. That's why quarterbacks change that cadence. You can see Brian Walters over there on the sideline. Hold your water, big man. Keep an eye on that ball.
Give to Raymond. Bouncing off tacklers. He's still on his feet. Dips down to the 34, and he's about a half yard shy of the line to gain.
Of course, the offense is going to stay in the field. You see big Colin Weber coming into the ball game. Go three wides here.
Raymond stacked up, got away though, and just enough to go across the line to gain.
Boy, what a tremendous effort from Antoine Raymond, because Devin Bryant, linebacker, he's going to get a hold of him behind the line of scrimmage. You see Bryant the whole way here. He's watching this thing, and he's watching for the spill from Raymond. And the great thing about the job there from Raymond is he didn't have great balance coming off the edge. He was in an awkward position, but kept those legs moving.
Kaliakmanis drops it off. Weber, the tight end, gets clipped down at the 42. Give him 6 yards. Kaliakmanis spits it out to the sideline. DT Sheffield is pushed out of bounds. It is a first down for Rutgers. Season high 6 catches tonight for DT Sheffield now. This Rutgers offense has got to go. Dumps it off. Raymond can't quite slide away from one tackler. He picks up 9, and it's second and short.
Yeah, what did Jed Fish say about all of those hard practices? This is why those hard practices pay off. Testing the strength and conditioning.
Kaliakmanis had nowhere to go with it, and he dips down. He does move the chains. But with just north of 3 minutes to go, this Washington defense is going to allow 2-yard runs the entire time if Rutgers wants to take those. Kaliakmanis caught. Raymond out of the backfield. This is the kind of thing, Robert, you'll take this on a drive in the first and second quarter, but down what you are with 2.5 minutes to go, 5-yard gains in the pass play is not going to do anything.
No, it's not going to do it. I mean, you're down 3 scores. You got to take a shot at the end zone here.
Kaliakmanis will, wafting it down the sideline. That's pulled in. KJ Duff with the catch, with the defensive back all over him.
Yeah, and that's Prysock again. Ephesians Prysock. Those two have kind of been going at it today. A nice job from Duff. Strong hands.
Raymond ripped down. Deshaun Lynch got to Raymond before the line of scrimmage, and it brings us to the 2-minute timeout. Washington just 2 minutes away from moving to 5-1 on the season.
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, y'all. Swears that. Yo, liftily. Yo, we can make it into me. What we are, cuz what we be the epitome, do, da, dippity. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this, y'all.
Get your Venmo debit card today with free Perplexity Pro.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Current eligible GMC owners get 0% APR with a total value of over $12,000 on this Sierra 1500 model. That's 20% below MSRP.
Hey, get new Little Caesars cheesesteak crazy puffs. They're so good, we ran here to tell you.
Thanks, Saquon. We ran here? Try new cheesesteak crazy puffs for $3.99. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Don't let congestion take over. Apron No Drips. Wow. Ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief.
Wow.
The wow is real.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The ultimate tailgater doesn't just show up, she shows out. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
38-19 Washington with 1:57 to go. Came back from down 20 last week to beat Maryland. It was only 10 this week, and it was much earlier in the game this time around for Jed Fish's team. But the second half that they put together was quite impressive with 5 straight scoring drives to pull away after halftime.
Yeah, it certainly was. And what a performance we've seen today. Devon Williams, we saw him go into the tent. Little soreness in that right arm area. He came back out. And here we see Scarlet Knights trying to get some more points on the board.
Matters for some. Pass is picked off in the end zone. Ephesians Prysock, who made play after play tonight, comes down with the interception.
Is it the 4th time is the charm? Ephesians Prysock had an opportunity for some interceptions early in this one, but he makes the one to seal the victory for the Huskies.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer.
Good to go.
But getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that brace. No trouble. Give me your arm.
Nope, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Monopoly game at McDonald's is back with a chance to win prizes like this Jeep Grand Cherokee, a TV, this and this and this and these. There's even $1 million prize. Play in the McDonald's app and get your bag before someone else beats you to it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Quiet time means delivery time. And when I check out what pays, my actual card number stays hidden from the restaurant. Pays is for my banks and credit unions.
Well, what if we...
And my card numbers stay up to date automatically. Delivery! So even if I can't find a quiet room...
Did you say party vacuum?
At least I can keep checkout easy.
Meet Pays, online checkout from banks and credit unions.
Over 87 million DocHub users worldwide. Build fillable PDF forms to simplify data collection, modify existing fields, or create new fields for checkboxes, signatures, initials, and more. Great solution for PDF docs with very little pre-knowledge required. Be ready to get more.
WordPress.com is professional WordPress hosting, built to scale, with no limits, slowdowns, or surprise fees, all for just $25 a month. Run any plugin or theme and take full developer control with built-in SSH, WP CLI, GitHub, staging sites, and local development. No server setup required. Always fast and secure with a global CDN and real-time backups. Professional hosting, as reliable as you are. WordPress.com.
Ron Williams in this Washington offense. He's the first Washington quarterback ever and just the 16th in FBS history to throw for 400 and run for 100. It has been a night to remember for the sophomore quarterback. And he gets to line up in victory formation. After being down at halftime, Washington used 5 straight scoring drives to pull away and win this by 19.
And it was interesting in talking to Jed Fish, the flight across the country to play Maryland a week ago after a loss to Ohio State where they really felt that they had some opportunities. And he said, it was almost a case where we let Ohio State beat us 2 weeks in a row. They certainly came out flat against Maryland, not taking anything away from what is a really good Maryland football team, who we're going to call next week at UCLA.
Time for Williams. Throws against Williams. 400 through the air, 100 on the ground, 4 total touchdowns. And that came after a really slow first 2 drives as well, where he started just 2 for 6.
See, just a tremendous all-around player, and they really had a smart plan with him too. They worked him in gradually as a freshman a year ago, and then in the bowl game has a big day and a big win today.